Most people want to rush their fat loss. They just want to go boom and it's done. But I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you. That's not how fat loss works, guys. I just want to share with you my personal experience when it comes to fat loss. Let me raise this up a little bit. And I'm coming from a place of love, all right? So I just want to be real with you, because the problem is that people expect these fast, instant, immediate results, like the snap of a finger, right? And when they don't get the immediate results, they get discouraged and they give up. And so people go through this roller coaster cycle of gaining weight, losing a little bit of weight, gaining it all back, and then really just feeling bad about their fitness journey as a whole. So I want you to understand, number one, you're not alone. A lot of people struggle with being overweight. A lot of people struggle with obesity. Number two, you are capable of change. There's people, myself included, who have been unhealthy and obese, scientifically obese, lost the weight, got to a low healthy body fat, and sustained a low healthy body fat long term. So the first thing you need to do is stop trying to rush the process. You need to learn a lifestyle instead of a crash diet, right? Everyone wants the new quick fix or the new detox or the new fad diet or whatever it may be. And I want you guys to just take a step back. Ask yourself, really, how long did it take for me to get to the situation that I'm currently in, right? So let's just say, I'll use myself for an example. Let's say I was 230 pounds and I was 60 pounds overweight in comparison to where I normally am and where I want to be, and where I feel comfortable in my own skin, because that's what matters most, is where you feel comfortable in your own body. So 60 pounds overweight, how did I get there? What choices, what habits, and what duration of time created this result, right? And so for me, I went from, I would say, 170 to 230 in about, it was a slow process, like 5 years it took me to gain that weight and get obese. And so here's the reality, is that people take 5 years to get overweight, or they've been overweight for 5 years, or they've been overweight for 10 years, or even people who've been overweight their whole life, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and then they want an instant gratification. They want a quick fix. And I just want you guys to understand that anything that comes quick goes quick as well. No pun intended. No pun intended. But I'll say it again, anything that comes quick goes quick as well. So if you get instant results, it might feel good in the moment, but it's going to be short-lived. I want to compare your transformation and your progression to the obstacles and challenges that you created with your lifestyle. If this was your normal and this was your lifestyle for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, then be patient. Don't expect 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, or even 5 weeks, 10 weeks, 20 weeks to completely change your body and fix all these things, all these problems that we create in our own lives with our own lifestyle. Motion sensor lights going on. Just be real, guys. If you've been like this for 10 years, don't expect 10 weeks to completely get rid of all the damage, right? And so my fat loss came pretty quick. I lost 50 pounds between October and January, but let's get real here. It's 8 months later now. I'm still on a fat loss journey. It's not like I lost the weight like most people do really quick, really fast, and then I gain it all back, or I give up, or I can go back to the way I was before and expect to stay where I'm at. It's like you have to make changes that are sustainable. And so the reason why I was able to lose the weight and keep the weight off and stay lean up to this point is because I created new habits. I let go of old habits. Number one for me is sobriety. I would drink a lot. I would drink often. And when I would drink, people don't realize protein, carbs, and sugars, 4 calories per gram. People don't realize alcohol is a macronutrient and it's actually 7 calories per gram. So alcohol is almost twice as many calories as sugar. I'll say that again. Alcohol is almost twice as many calories as sugar per gram. So you don't even realize how many calories you're consuming when you drink alcohol, for one. And for two, when I would drink often, you get munchies. You just want to eat. I mean, normally alcohol is associated with going out to eat. Going out to eat is appetizers and chips and dip and an entree and trying other people's food and having a dessert. And just alcohol for me was in alignment with a lack of self-control, right? Like when I drink in the past, it's like I no longer control how much food I'm consuming. You know, once you're drinking, you're having fun, and you just eat because it tastes good, it feels good, right? You're having fun. And then this goes on for months and years at a time, and eventually you don't even recognize the person in the mirror anymore, right? Like all of a sudden you went from being fit and being in shape to being obese. And it's because of food, it's because of alcohol, it's because of inactivity or decreased activity, or maybe you're still active, but you're just over consuming. So I want to introduce you guys to principles and methods that you can actually sustain long term, right? And so let's get real simple here. A calorie deficit is how you lose weight, period. So it's not like a fat loss exercise or a specific fat loss diet. When you're burning more calories than you're consuming, you're going to lose weight. That's just how it works. Now, what I would suggest is finding foods that you like, that are healthy foods that you actually enjoy, that make you feel good. And I'm not talking about instant gratification from ice cream and donuts and pizza and cookies. I'm talking about healthy foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, meats, things like that. Whatever feels good for you, that you like and you enjoy, where you could eat it consistently and then sustain that food. What I would say is, one, green vegetables are very filling, right? They have a lot of volume for very low calories. And then also lean proteins are also good. They're satiating or satisfying when you consume them. So I would say to increase your protein and green vegetable intake, number one, and find this. Find the most amount of food you can eat while you're still in a calorie deficit. I'll say that again. Find the most amount of food that you can consume while still maintaining a calorie deficit. So if you're eating 1,600 calories and you're losing weight every week, you're losing a pound a week at 1,600 calories, then you don't need to go lower. A lot of these diets like HCG diet or whatever crash diet is hot on the market today, a lot of these diets will tell you to starve or not eat or just eat liquids or do this detox or cleanse. Like, dude, no, that's not sustainable. You might lose weight quick like that, but you're gonna gain it back when you start eating again. So what I suggest is finding the most amount of calories you can eat of healthy foods that make you feel good while still losing weight. So if it takes 1,400 calories for you to lose weight every week, eat 1,400 calories. But don't just go down to 1,200 or 1,000 calories just to rush the process, right? So stop trying to rush the process. I'll do this one more time. Look, this is what people want their fat loss journey to look like. I'll show you. This is how people look, right? And they want their fat loss journey to just be like, and done. And that's just not how it works, guys. So I just want to make it really clear that you have to build a healthy relationship with food. And when you have a healthy relationship, it's sustainable. It lasts a long time. It's not just one and done. You don't hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? When you have a healthy relationship, it lasts. It's a beautiful relationship that makes you better and makes you feel good and builds you up. And that is how your relationship with food should be, guys. So if you have any questions about nutrition or a slow and steady approach to fat loss, I would love to help you. If you're gonna ask me how to lose the most amount of fat in 2 weeks or most amount of fat in 4 weeks, I'm probably not the guy to talk to. I don't really want to help anyone for 2 weeks or 4 weeks. I want to help change lives. And changing lives starts with 3 months minimum, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So I want to really change lives. I'm not here just to solicit information and close transactions. I'm here to change lives. I want to introduce people to healthier habits, a sustainable and enjoyable lifestyle where you can actually have fun and still be in the best shape of your life. So I love you guys. Thanks for listening. That was my little rant. I finally got my tripod all set up, and so I just want to break it in and give you guys a good little video that could help you all get in shape and stay in shape. I love y'all. Have a good night.